Hey guys! Today I show you how I write my notes in medical school. Before we begin, I'd just like to show you guys my actual notebooks in medical school. Reality speaking, it's never going to be aesthetically pleasing when you're taking notes during a lecture, especially when the lecturer's pace is faster than your own handwriting. So don't worry too much about that and instead, focus on your actual notes that will help you in studying and retaining your memory. I used to have Apple notebooks or Muji notebooks for each subject. I don't know if this notebook is still popular because medical students prefer iPads now, but Apple Pencil wasn't available yet during my time, so these were very useful and handy. I know my lecture notes aren't the best looking, but that's okay. The point is, at least I got to write what the lecturer was saying instead of missing it out because I focused too much on making my notes beautiful. I did make nice notes too, but that was when I rewrote my notes or made notes when I was studying on my own. Now, let's move on to the basics, starting with ball pens. I love using the Pilot Acroball when it comes to writing down notes. I prefer 0.7 mm for the size because it's richly pigmented with smooth writing action. I also love Muji pens. I always have this handy because of the wide array of color choices, plus it writes really well. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth the price. My non-negotiable, though, are the G-Tech microfine pens. My love for them goes way back since high school. So easy to write with it, and it's best for lectures when you need to write down notes really quickly. Now let's move on to highlighters. Of course, you need to highlight important parts of your notes. I love the Stabilo pastel highlighters. Light to the eyes and easy to look at. I also love Sharpie. I have a lot of these right now, and I love both the tank and the narrow variants. For notebooks, as I mentioned, I had an Apple notebook for each subject. I had the smaller sizes because I could easily bring them around. All of my Apple notebooks were pretty much very overused. I also had Muji notebooks when they became so popular. They may be more expensive, but they look pretty cute. I love the A5 and B5 sizes. I have the dotted ones and the blank ones too. I also love the notebooks that I got from Shopee. These ones are super cheap, but they look really similar to the expensive ones in Muji. Dupe version is A+++. You can take out a page of the filler and write your notes and put it back easily. Best notebook I've discovered. When I write my notes when I'm studying, I always love to use a good marker when it comes to main headings. I make it bold and stand out. And I do love learning calligraphy, especially from a sponsor for today, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where people get to learn from different professionals of different fields, from design, art, music, productivity, and more. I absolutely love being a part of it because I get to learn a lot. When it comes to calligraphy and writing, I love watching Yasmina Create's class called Anyone Can Brush a Letter, Modern Calligraphy for Complete Beginners, and Bryn Chernoff's class, Finding Your Personal Script Style. I need to up my game in calligraphy, so I'm thankful I got to learn a lot from these classes. For only less than $10 a month of subscription, you get to learn so much and get to be part of this amazing community with Skillshare Premium. For a limited time, use the link in the description box to get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. If you do, check out the calligraphy lessons I shared too. For the subheading, I also like to make it stand out, but I just make the font size a little smaller compared to the main heading. I use this marker I got from Shopee for the subheadings. For the main text of my notes, I pretty much just use my Muji, G-Tech, and Acroball pens. To make it uniform, I do the same thing for all of the pages. Content-wise, when I make notes while studying, I make sure that I put my text in bullet points to highlight what I need to retain. It's easier to study visually and memory work is better when you do it in bullet points. Write only points to remember and refrain from putting any other content that will just make you confused. Usually for images and tables, I love using Paperang. If you guys are not familiar with this, it's a handy portable thermal printer. No ink needed too. You just connect it to the Paperang app on your phone and you can print any file you want. You can take a picture with your phone or print a downloaded file. Currently, I'm using the free paper they gave, but I also have stickers for extra. So easy to use because when it comes to drawing, I'm not the best at it, so this one helps. And I just label the parts of the diagram or the table on my notebook. And yep, that's pretty much how I write my notes. As I mentioned, note-taking can be personal. As long as it's going to help you with studying, then it doesn't matter how it looks. Or if it does matter to you, go ahead and make it the best notes that you have to help you in studying. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.